Okay, now we're going to talk about basic exclusions for databases. And I say basic exclusions because we can also exclude with a regex expression, which we're not going to cover here. That'll be the advanced exclusions, and that'll be in the next video. Now, basic exclusions looks like this. It's very simple. I've got my index settings DB table, and I've got all of these databases in here now. I want to exclude anything that is like DB1. I just don't want it to be reindexed. Maybe they're not important to me, they're archived databases, whatever it's going to be, I don't want to reindex those. I just want to skip them. So the easiest way to exclude something is to put exclude equals 1 in that table. Now let's go ahead and do a comparison first. I'm going to run this guy with statement only, and you can see that I've got my DB1s right here. So let's go ahead and run this statement. There we go. And of course, we'll look at the data. That set exclude equal to 1. So now when I run this guy again, you notice how I don't get those DB1s anymore, right? Anything that's like DB1. So those are definitely not going to be reindexed. Now there's another way you could do it. You could set the exclude here if you wanted to. The best way to handle that is to do it in the table. But if you have a different way that you need to do it, or if this just makes you feel better, then you're welcome to do it this way. So we can do hard-coded exclusions here. So I can say don't do Minion and don't do DB1%. So I can exclude both of those. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here. There, so I've got Minion here, right? So when I exclude this through the master SP, you notice how I've got the current thing coming up there, so the current expression coming up there. And you notice I don't have any of my DB1s, nor do I have the Minion database. You notice I've got Minion ASDF and underscore there, and Minion rebuild and Minion QA, but no more Minion. So I have excluded that. Now the includes work the exact same way. Of course you include a database, obviously, just by setting exclude to 0. But you can include it specifically by using the exact same thing that you did down here. So if I wanted to include these guys right here, let me Control C and Control V on that, and I should probably change that to null, huh? So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got there. There we go. Now you notice this time I only included those specific databases that were in the include. And of course it works by any like expression that has a % in it. So this is pretty rich functionality. It's actually pretty standard functionality. There's nothing different here. The difference with Minion reindex is going to be when we get to the regex expressions in the next video, so stay tuned.